Welcome to Jill's first episode of her professional cooking show, where when you have margaritas, it makes the food look more professional. Oops.
Hi, I'm Christine LeBoy with Green Scene Home Inspections. Thank you for having me, Jill.
Thank you for being here.
Just a quick little blurb if you did not know, we are the home of the video inspection for a third generation home inspector, and we've done over 17,000 homes in the DFW.
Awesome. So are you ready to cook?
I am ready.
All right, today we're going to cook green chili enchiladas. This is going to be great for like a really quick, easy family meal for Valentine's. So first we're going to start out with our mixture over here.
And what's in the mixture?
It is a can of cream of chicken soup, a half a can of milk, a couple of cans of green chilies. Start out with a little bit on the bottom. And Christine, I'm going to let you do the tortillas. And then layer it in the bottom. About the refrigerators, whenever you do inspections, is that included in the inspection?
Not typically, but as a courtesy to our clients, we will inspect it because if it's going to be part of the negotiation, it's nice to know if there's anything wrong with the refrigerator temperature-wise.
Okay, now let's start with a layer of the sauce mix. We're just going to put one half of the mixture in on top. This is ground beef and onion.
Ooh.
And if you want to put half of that on.
Absolutely.
Christine, can you tell us what is the most important thing about a kitchen inspection?
Well, here's what I'll say when it comes to our inspectors when they're in the kitchen. So one of the first things they do is they prep the house when they go in. And they want to overload everything, right, to make sure that everything's going to work at the same time properly. So when they come to a kitchen, they're going to run the dishwasher, they're going to turn on the stove, they're going to turn on the faucets, they're going to test the breakers, they're going to make sure while everything's running all together that nothing trips the breaker.
A layer of cheese.
No.
Another layer of tortillas.
Perfect.
Well, Christine, there's so many different inspection companies in the DFW Metroplex. What sets you guys apart?
We are the home of the video inspection, and we are the only company in the DFW that offers video inspection with our inspection reports. So when your clients receive their report, they'll get a 15 to 20 minute video of the inspector going through every single picture that he's taken and doing a voiceover and explaining what he saw and what his findings are. And this is great because if you have a first-time home buyer, having an explanation from the inspector up front can really calm them down.
Rest of the beef.
All right.
And however much your heart desires on the cheese. Now we're going to put this in a 350 degree oven for about 30 minutes or till hot and bubbly.
Okay, well, we can have some margarita now.
Looks so good.
I love how the cheese is all melted in there.
Garnish it with a little bit of avocado.
Do a dollop of Daisy.
And we also have a special guest here with us that's going to get to taste test with us today. Anita. Come in here.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers, guys.
I couldn't wait.
And nothing pairs with Mexican better than margaritas.
Oh, oops.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Tres leches cake.
Nice.
This is actually a yellow cake mix, super easy. Just make it according to the box directions. While it's cooking, mix together 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of condensed milk, 1.5 cups of milk, and 3/4 cup of Irish cream. Once the cake comes out, poke holes in it with a toothpick and just pour the entire mixture over the top. Let it set for about 4 hours. Pull it out, put Cool Whip on top, and decorate it as you want. So pretty. All right.
Now I know you've used Green Scene Home Inspections before. Tell me, how did your clients like that video?
They loved it, and to be able to go back and re-watch that video at any point in time is awesome. That's probably one of the best parts because you can't remember everything.
Anita's here for it too.
Cheers.
Christine, thank you so much for being here with me today. This has been so much fun.
Jill, thank you so much for having Green Scene Home Inspections come be your first guest on your wonderful new professional cooking show.
Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Bye.
Bye!